Fuck me. I look like a right royal dickhead now, don't I? I mean, just when you think you got all the teams figured out, they go and pull this shit. I guess you just can't assume anything now. I mean, this game's just gotten so unpredictable. I mean, who would have thought that the Warriors would have gotten their shit together? Or the Cowboys getting beat by a fucking goalpost? Or even the Storm, the dirtiest team in the league, finally facing some form of justice in the form of getting beaten by the Tigers despite a record-breaking 18 penalty count. I guess it's true what they say. Assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. Anyway, round 3's upon us. Let's get into these predictions, shall we? Alright, first up, we got the Cowboys versus Storm. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm incredibly happy both of these teams lost the way they did. The Cowboys looking like the biggest pack of dipshits for running into a post. And the surgical, professional outfit, the Melbourne Storm, getting outdone by a squad who only last season was competing with the Knights for the wooden spoon. I mean, the whole thing was just glorious to behold. That being said, the penalty count for the Storm was going to be high to make up for the loss last week. And the Cowboys, well, they'll most likely end up doing some dirty tactics of their own. After all, the Cowboys in both their games have broken 2 sets of jaws in Sione Katoa and Jordan Kahu. Fun fact, they're both right edge wingers. My prediction, the Storm to win by 12 plus and for Vunivalu to get his jaw broken. Next up, we have the Bulldogs versus the Panthers. I'm not expecting too much change in the way these two teams have been performing. I imagine that the Bulldogs are going to come out strong in the first half, but the Panthers, like a Randy Jack Russell, are going to come in from behind and take the doggies up the bum. Panthers by 12 points. Game 3, we have the Tigers versus the Broncos. The Tigers had surpassed any and all expectations anyone had about them at the start of the season. Toppling teams like the Roosters and the Storm certainly give them an edge over a team like the Broncos. Now, they did manage to show a little bit of creative flair last week against the Cowboys, but it's not going to be enough to save them against the Tigers. Their defensive game is just too good, especially since the goalpost at Suncorp Stadium won't save their asses this time. The Tigers by 6 points. Round 4 will see the Raiders host the Warriors at GIO Stadium. The first 2 rounds, the Warriors have shown us exactly what they're capable of when they get their shit together. The Raiders, however, will be looking to make up for the shortcomings, namely trying to get rid of the choking hazard label that's been put on them as of late. Also worth noting that the 2 teams that the Warriors have played so far this season have been without their chief playmakers. So it'll be interesting to see how a Warriors defense will hold up against a team with a proper kicking game and a decent attack. The Raiders by 10 points. The first of Saturday night's doubleheader are the Rabbitohs versus the Eagles. Now, many are probably wondering, oh, the Eagles, they have this easy. They're going to flog the Rabbitohs. But I'm not counting the Rabbitohs out just yet. This might just be the game where the Rabbitohs pull out a hat, dig deep and pull out a golden rabbit holding their first season win. Rabbitohs by 6. And now for the second doubleheader, the Sharks versus the Eels. Surprisingly, I can't come up with an easy answer for this one. As both teams have been utterly disgraced in the past 2 rounds, both teams are going to be hungry for that win. And to top it all off, it's the John Manor Cup. This event always promises a big game for both teams. These 2 teams of late have actually been carrying on more like old men than actual footballers. Like you ask them to do something and you got one going, oh, fuck, my fucking spine's fucked, man. And then you got the other one going, oh, it's fucking hot outside. Think I'm getting heat stroke. It would be funny if it wasn't so goddamn cringy to watch. Hopefully both teams play their hearts out and show everyone exactly why all the experts had both of these sides in the top 8. I predict this game will be the game of the round, with the Sharks ultimately winning with 10 points. I also predict that Mitch Moses will get his 3rd consecutive sin bin of the season. Like, fuck, he just can't seem to stay out of the damn thing. Next, we have the Dragons versus the Titans. I just don't see the Titans winning this one. I mean, the Dragons are running hot, and the Titans are just too green. Even with Ash Taylor on the squad, I just don't see them holding up against the Dragons' attack. The Dragons by 12 plus. Lastly, we have the Roosters versus the Knights. Cronk versus Pearce. New South Wales versus Queensland. The benchmark halfback versus the scrub. There's not really anything new I can add to this that the media hasn't already hyped up all week, so I'm just going to put it out there. I think the Knights will put up one hell of a fight and make the Roosters work for it, and I think it's going to pay off. I think it's going to be another close game, and the Knights are going to prove that they deserve to be in the top 8. The Knights by 2. Now that's it for my predictions for this week. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.